What's going on, YouTube? This is Ricky J. Holy cow, man. Just finished hosting a party, watching the Fury Wilder 3 fight, and I gotta say, man, that was one of the greatest heavyweight fights I've ever seen. It was absolutely madness, you know? I'm actually speechless, man. I gotta say, I'm speechless because, you know, you watch that fight in the beginning and you see Wilder coming out throwing those great body shots, and then he kind of stopped doing that game plan, which was kind of funny. And Fury was kind of pulling away, you know, in the second round, winning that second round 10-9, then dropping Wilder in the third. And, you know, we were all sitting there watching the fight. And by the fourth round, the beginning of the fourth, we thought that Fury was just going to pull away and the fight was going to end early. And then crazy shenanigans started. And Wilder, you know, was throwing that wild right hand and he was connecting, man. Was doing a fantastic job just kind of throwing the whole kitchen sink at Fury and landing shots, dropping him once, dropping him twice in that fourth round. And we were all like, what is this? Is this WWE? Is this kind of like stage right here? Because it looked like Fury was just in complete control. And then after that round, my goodness, I couldn't believe just how amazing Fury is when it comes to just kind of gathering his thoughts after getting dropped, after getting basically destroyed in that fourth round. And then he just put on a clinic from the fifth round on. It was all Tyson Fury. And you got to give credit to Wilder for just staying in there the whole time. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but there were points in the fight where he looked absolutely exhausted. And then he would flip a switch and just start throwing, you know, the left hooks and the obviously that crazy right hand, and it just looked like he gained a second win, and then he would get back into that kind of zombie mode. But credit to Fury for just being patient. Credit to Fury for, you know, not really throwing the whole kitchen sink. You know what I mean, man? When it comes to throwing his punches, he was just firing that jab. And I said that in previous videos, man. His jab just stifles the offense of Wilder. His ability just to flick it out there. And the thing about Fury is he's able to throw a series of combinations and not totally gas himself out. I feel with Wilder, he has a lot of muscle. And with Fury, he kind of looks like just that average Joe, man. Holy cow, with the love handles. Love handles were running wild in that fight, but he has that ability, Fury does, of throwing punches and not totally gassing himself out. With Wilder, he really puts everything into it. And, man, and then he just has to kind of regain his energy and reset for a while to mount an offense again. But like I said, man, credit to Fury for just gathering his thoughts, swallowing his pride, trying to recover in that fourth round, and then just totally, you know, he just became a different fighter later on in the fight, and then ended up getting the finish in the 11th. And you know it, man. If you watch my previous video, in the 9th, I was like waiting for Fury to stop the fight, you know, just to get that KO, because in my simulation video, it was Fury winning in the 9th round via TKO, but it didn't happen. It happened in the 11th, you know, 2 rounds later, but the simulation was correct, eh? The simulation was correct. And I've been telling you guys, every time I do those simulations, I don't know what it is, but pretty much I would say like 95% of the time, it picks the correct winner, which is crazy. So I can't wait to do more of those. But it was an amazing fight. I don't think I've ever seen a fight like that in the heavyweight division in quite some time when it comes to sheer entertainment. And you know, it was crazy too. I know both of these guys were talking smack, but I kind of didn't like what Wilder did at the end. Just didn't want to, you know, squash their beef. Fury went over there and tried to talk to him. And I don't know if you guys saw, but Wilder was shaking his head like, no, get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. But it's kind of a shame, because every time you see a fight like that, a back and forth battle, a war, you love to see the two fighters embrace and just kind of squash whatever beef that they had. But it's all good, man. You know, both guys wanted to win, but I was kind of disappointed in Wilder and just, you know, squashing that beef. But I think when it comes to Wilder now, I don't know, man. What happens next? What happens next with Fury? Let me know. Maybe Wilder needs to hang him up, man. What is he, 36 now? I don't know. I don't know how many fights he really has left in him. And, you know, I was saying, too, I was talking to my brother that was here, man. And I was saying to him, you know what? Like, to eat all those shots, man, how is that going to affect him, you know, as he ages? You know what I mean? And he always seems to bleed out of his ear, Wilder, in the last couple of fights against Fury. And like, what happens inside that brain, man, inside that head? What is causing that bleeding, and what long-term effects does it have on him? So I would just, take his money and run and just not fight again. But with Fury, let me know who he's going to fight next. Who's next for him? Definitely not Wilder after beating him twice. Some people thought he beat him in that first fight as well. But anyways, guys, I'll stop this video. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. I love coming on here after the fact, after the big party. Holy cow, so much fun, man. But I can't give you the details. But anyways, this is Ricky, man. Have a great day. And I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this epic matchup. Holy cow. It's going to be one for the history books for sure. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. Peace and love, man. I'm out of here.